What's going on here is much more complex than that.
Can we skip this? Like, hit the skip button or something?
Oh, you don't want to skip this.
Yes, we do.
Hello there, Sarah from 17 once again. This is my South Park The Stick of Truth hardcore difficulty walkthrough. So a couple of new people have come to the channel and they're a little bit confused on how I do things. So I'm just going to reiterate some in this video in the hopes that if you are new and you're watching and you're curious that this might answer a few questions. So the walkthroughs that you see that I make are never my first time playing unless I expressly say so. For the most, they're generally second playthroughs because I believe that you can't guide somebody through a game you don't already know. That is just my opinion on this. I feel that a lot of walkthroughs on YouTube are in fact just playthroughs under the guise of walkthroughs, and I never intended to make content like that. I always meant to make something that showed you expressly what needed to be done and exactly how to do that in, you know, the least amount of time or the easiest way that I had figured out. The most important part of my walkthroughs has always been that it's my strategies, or it's something I stumbled upon, or it's the inconsistencies that I myself found. Obviously, there are times when I'll find something that's incredibly popular and it's already been documented and done, but I tend not to really know that until afterwards when I do the research myself. Also, my guides have commentary, which a lot of guides these days don't. You know, they even promote the fact they don't have commentary like it's a skill, when I think that commentated content is significantly more difficult and you know, more fully realised content than stuff that doesn't have it, because anybody can play a game and record it. It's easy. Not everybody can then go over it and indulge with thoughts and strategies and information, because that is, you know, it's incredibly challenging at times to talk to yourself over a game, and a lot of people think it's easy until they do it, and the more you do it the harder it becomes, which is kind of strange when you consider that you're better at it, but it's more difficult because you have less things to say, or you've already well documented things that you're going to be repeating, and nobody likes to repeat themselves. But I just thought I'd go through that because I do get a lot of comments that are quite frivolous and don't really understand how things go. Be careful of the mousetrap just there. If you step on that mousetrap, it will instantly kill you, regardless of difficulty, I believe. I think it's just an instant fail. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using it to try and trap this rat. And you can, in fact, electrocute the rat if you want to. You'll notice that there was a crack on the pipe just then that would have allowed me to do so. But, I didn't do that. Oh, I'm doing it now, it would seem. So there's the electrocution. He then runs into the mousetrap and the mousetrap kills him. There's a nice 60 points. Now, there's a lot of instances of that happening on this particular section, and this is one of the crazier moments of the game, with a sequence that is pretty ridiculous. You might be hearing moments of it in this video, and you're certainly going to see some strange things, which I'm hoping YouTube doesn't give me any trouble for, because essentially it's a cartoon, so hopefully that's the leeway that'll be given here. But we're chasing the Underpants Gnomes. We've been shrunk, and we're moving through the innards of the wall into our parents' bedroom, and unfortunately our parents are having sex, which is one of those universal moments that some people have to go through in their lifetime, and here you have to go through it on a game. But a couple of things to note, collectible-wise, on this guy, because I know a lot of people watching are probably looking for achievements and trophies, and they're contemplating doing runs for them. I just finished a run that was intended to befriend everybody in South Park, that was intended to find all the trading Pokemon dolls and get all the outfits and all of the weapons. And I did not follow a guide, I just kind of went with it, figured it out, and I got all the Pokemon dolls. I got 119 friends, and I missed one friend. A missable friend, because I killed the vicar in Banff instead of saving him, so the Earl of Banff didn't befriend me. So be careful of that. I missed one weapon. It was inside of Mr. Slave's arse. It was the dildo that looks like the Red Rabbit, because I just must have not picked it up. I missed one outfit, which was off these Underpants Gnomes, because I didn't loot them after this battle. And yeah, I'm going to have to play all over again, doing absolutely everything, because I'm missing one from each of the categories, which is incredibly frustrating. So if you are going to go for it, and if you don't want to use a guide, just check the ones that you can miss. Make sure you get the missable ones, and you won't make the mistake I did. The cool thing is, I was doing a challenge playthrough, which wasn't that challenging, even though I tried my best to make it so. And anybody curious, I did a no equipment, no perks, no upgrades, no skills on hardcore, and I played as the Jew, and it was still pretty easy. So I'm trying to think of how you can make the game harder than that, because there's no way to stop yourself leveling. Like maybe a no heal, which will be really difficult, or level 1 weapons, which will probably be impossible or really, really challenging. So, but we'll see. This is the Underpants Warlock, anyhow, and he's immune to stun. So while I do get a decent item, I don't stun him. And whenever he channels, you can't seem to interrupt him with the stun move because he's immune to it, and the farts will probably not stop him from unleashing the channel. So just focus on building the bleed and kicking his ass. Something else to notice if you're a South Park Stick of Truth aficionado, my strategy involves throwing items that cause big bleed and fire. You can also get a glass bottle from a homeless man, which you're not going to see in this guide, which causes gross out as well. So you can hit them with all 3 status effects, and it's incredibly useful, but I somehow managed to bypass it on this playthrough. So if you're wondering why I didn't pick it up, or I'm not using it, it's literally because I didn't realise. And then we have this moment, which is a quick time event, and I'll leave that to your imagination on exactly what just happened, because I think it's best. But thanks for watching, and you take care now.